What's up, Sag? Welcome to Score Queen Intuition. Welcome back. If you are here with me again, I apologize, guys, for the late posting of the videos. I went out of town for a few days, and yeah, I was in the middle of posting videos, but I had to go out of town. So I am back here, but your message is still your message. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements in Sagittarius. See what is going on. What do you need to know? What's hidden from you? We're going to roll the dice here first to see what signs you may be connected with. What signs may come out here for you. All right, so let's see. What do we have here for Sagittarius? All right, Capricorn. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, an Aries, another Sagittarius, a Scorpio, a Libra. Libra again. Let's get one more. And Cancer. All right. So you could be dealing with any of those signs. If the sign you are connected with did not come out, doesn't mean it's not your reading. The cards still can tell you. All right. Let's see what's going on. What does Sagittarius need to know? All right. Irreplaceable. The way you love can never be matched. Alright, so somebody can't replace you, Sag. They haven't been able to find anything better. We got shadow side. You made me realize my flaws. Okay, and heartbreak. Hurt, betrayal, grief, disappointment. Okay, so this is either someone that caused you much heartbreak, or they're heartbroken now because there was some things they had going on within themselves that was making this situation or this relationship almost impossible, is what I'm feeling. Maybe the situation ending and this person not being able to evolve to the level that they needed to make this work could have been heartbreaking for some of you guys. But that's kind of like what I'm getting. This person wasn't willing to face their shadow side, their ego, whatever lower energy, lower vibrational energy they may have had. They wasn't willing to face that, right? They wasn't really willing to face their dark side to evolve and grow. They probably had in their mind that, you know how it is, guys, people that don't want to grow or heal, they'll go and find someone else that will tolerate what they did. And I feel like what they do, they'll go and find someone else that will tolerate it, you know, someone else that they don't have to change or evolve for. And I feel like that's what this person did. But what they didn't understand is also moving on and going to the different person still doesn't change the fact that Sagittarius is the one you want to be with. So I see someone facing their dark side, facing their shadow to evolve because they realize that's what's needed in order to be with you. Okay? Got a lot from that. Let's see what else we got here. What else do... Now, I saw wedding. So maybe this is someone you were supposed to marry. You planned on marrying. You could have been married to this person. Maybe there were talks of a wedding. Let's see. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Told you, yeah, because you're irreplaceable. And they realized they lost something amazing. They realized that it was their inability to grow, to evolve, to change, caused them to lose this situation. Okay, we have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. This person is still attracted to you, and they realize that they should have enjoyed every moment with you. They should have lived that life to the fullest, meaning doing what was needed to evolve, because you can be in the happiest place, right, and be a miserable person on the inside, and you're still not going to appreciate that happy place you're in. And that was how it was with this person. They had this amazing person in their life, but the darkness in them or the flaws in them just refused for them to evolve, to do what they needed to keep this person, which is you, right? in their life. Let's see. What else do we have here? Let's get a few tarot messages. See what the tarot has to say. Turn it so you can kind of see the card a little bit. Okay. That flip. Oh. That flipped out like laid on my arm. Did y'all see that? The Lovers, Gemini. I gotta draw on these cards, guys. I gotta remember to do that. I forgot this deck. This YouTube don't play about naked images. The Ace of Swords. They want to talk to you guys. This Gemini energy here. See, we didn't see Gemini in the deck, in the dice, but it's here. So some of you guys could be dealing with a Gemini. They want to talk, guys. They want to talk about this relationship. They want to talk about the love they have. They want to bring some sort of clarity, some sense of understanding to this. Maybe all they do is talk about you, or talk about this relationship, or talk about this love that they experienced with you. All they think about is this relationship, this connection. Look at that. King of Wands in the reverse and Two of Wands in the reverse. This is giving me that energy of someone that couldn't make up their mind. King of Wands in the reverse can be a player type energy, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But it could just be someone that's irresponsible. Someone that, playboy, player type energy, honestly, with that King of Wands in the reverse. But that is what I was saying, guys. This person refused to evolve. They refuse to evolve out of this King of Wands in the reverse energy. They refuse to make a choice, right? They refuse. So they refuse to have self-discipline, self-control. They may have been a little temperamental or hot-headed. And instead of them just choosing to do better and get out of that energy, they chose a different path with this Two of Wands energy here. So they chose their ego, guys, over evolving. That's what they chose. So let's see what else. Just want one card. What else do we have here? Three of Swords. Now they're hurt. That's that heartbreak. They know they messed this up. Like, look at this. You guys may have definitely had plenty of conversations, right? Of being in a relationship, being together. I saw a wedding. Like I said, maybe talking about bringing this together. But this person, that's why that Two of Wands and King of Wands in reverse came out here first. This person refused to do what they needed to do to change, to evolve, to gain discipline over their lower nature. They refused to do that. So it ended in separation, right? It ended in heartbreak. It led to heartbreak. It led to disappointments in this, right? This could have been a third-party situation. They could have been choosing between you, and that other path could have been another person, because that King of Wands, like I said, can represent a player. So this person thought they had many options, and they got out there and realized the options, you can have many options, but if the options ain't worth a damn, then what options do you really have, right? And I feel like that's what happened here. This person realized they had the best of the best. And yeah, Queen of Cups. Look at that, guys. Love. They see you as somebody they can love, they can nurture, that you're nurturing. Look at this. They see you as, you have their heart. They could see themselves in a relationship with anybody. That would be you. With that Queen of Cups there. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energies. Some of you guys could be dealing with a water sign. I think we did get Scorpio and Cancer in the dice. The Hermit in the reverse, though, guys. Look at that. That's this person needing to go into that shadow self. Needing to go within. Needing to go deep. That's the energy that it gives me, like that Hermit energy. That's somebody going into their shadow side. Somebody doing the inner work. Now, this person here with that Hermit in the reverse, this is someone that feels lost, right? They're trying to evolve. They're trying to face themselves. So maybe they have come to some sense of clarity, which is why you're here now. You made me realize my flaws. That's what this is. That Ace of Swords is someone coming into clarity, right? Understanding, clear thoughts. They had to realize. That they were somewhat a fucked up individual, okay? And they had to go deep within their darker self to really realize what their blockages were, okay? In this and maybe any situation or any other relationship in their life. This person could have went through something with someone or went through something that was very heartbreaking, and it made them realize, okay? This could be, I don't know, maybe someone feels like maybe someone just feel like they had some things they had to heal from. And I do feel like they feel like talking to you is going to help as well. Just no matter how many choices this person made, how many people they were involved with, you're irreplaceable. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. What else do we have here for Sagittarius? Ten of Swords. Look at that. Ten of Swords under that Three of Swords. Whatever it was enough to... This person realized, like, after heartbreak, failed relationship after failed relationship, maybe situation after situation, betrayal. They didn't deal with much of this from you. Okay, the moon here, Pisces energy. There's Pisces. So we have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Virgo, Gemini. I think in the dice we had Cancer, Scorpio, Libra, Sagittarius, Capricorn. Okay. All right, let's see what else we got here, guys. Look at that, guys. They love you. Remember, time lost can't be regained. They have to remember that I guess they're trying to understand that they made some mistakes. Time has gone, but it can't be regained. Take a step back and get it together. Oops, sorry guys, I bumped the camera. I feel like that get it together is this person. They realized they had to get it together. You may have taken a step back from this person. Obviously, you took a step back from them. Okay, to let them figure it out, to give them time to kind of see their own self. Because maybe no matter what you say to this person, they didn't see it. They wasn't receptive to it. Yeah. Look at that. Home, comfort, safety, belonging, shelter. Wherever you are. It just feels like home to this person. Behind heartbreak, we have time. I'm afraid it's too late to take action. Let's see what else we got here. Let me clarify some of this. I only want to clarify. Let's see. Clarify this Ten of Swords. Look at that, guys. I clarified Ten of Swords, and I split the deck at the Hierophant and the Three of Swords. This person had to go through a spiritual awakening. They went through some hurt, some heartbreak. Or they feel like you hurt them, or you leaving them hurt them. Well, okay, right on where I needed it to be. The Knight of Cups in the reverse. Moodiness, disappointment, overactive imagination, jealousy, untrustworthy, reliable, unpredictable. I just feel like that's all the shit this person has been through. Failed romances, disappointments. Maybe this person is overwhelmed by this situation with you guys. Definitely may have went through some sort of phase where they went through depression. Yeah. Get one more. Look, the Hierophant is still at the bottom. This person definitely had to go through like some sort of spiritual awakening, some sort of shift. Let's see. I was going to say, whatever that was, it made them realize what they needed to do to be more like cooperative. You got the Wheel of Fortune, Claire, and the Three of Pentacles. So whatever this person went through, whatever heartbreaks, disappointments they went through, or the heartbreak and the disappointment from this connection, ending, it made this person really reflect and realize they want to change things with that Wheel of Fortune, right? For the better. And what that is going to mean is that they're going to have to work with you. They're going to have to teamwork, collaborate, build. And that's what they're interested in now, building something with you. Okay. Let's see. What other messages do we have here for Sagittarius? What other messages do we have for Sagittarius? This wasn't love. Fantasy crash. Truth exposed. Done hoping. You felt like this wasn't love. You felt like, you feel like maybe this person was just in it for self, just doing what, they were, they wasn't loving you like they should have. You feel like this person was maybe selling some sort of fantasy. Okay. Let's get another name. What I just saw was you're my obsession, unhealthy attachment, fixated, no peace. I didn't see that here, okay? But we have glow up time, transformation, confidence, inner radiance, okay? So that could be you, after this person put you through the hurt. You went through a glow up. You went through a change. You evolved. Now, that's the phase this person is going through. And I feel like this person is also starting to realize what they was doing to you wasn't love, right? They had to take a step back and realize they may have been saying one thing, but their actions showed something else. Their ego said something else, right? Look at that, guys. You chose them. Third-party betrayal. Replacement. So I told you there was some sort of decision or some sort of choice that this person made in some sense. They may have not outright directly picked someone else over you, but some of them chose to just not give up their options, or some of them chose to still be a player, like we saw that King of Wands in the reverse. And that made this person realize that they can go out there and date all they want. That person or any person does not replace you. So you guys did have to deal with this person choosing someone or choosing to be single over commitment or being in this relationship. At the bottom, you have burn the bridge, final goodbye, unrepairable, no way back. So some of you guys feel like this person burned that bridge with you. Like you feel like it's over. Especially if a lot of you have grown up, evolved, you went through that glow up. With that moon here, you feel like this person hid a lot from you, or wasn't completely like transparent with you about things. I love spending time with you, enjoying each other and the simple, cozy pleasures of life. So they just love being in your presence. It's not even about doing much with you, just being with you. I don't deserve you. You're too good for me. I took you for granted and treated you badly. I'm sorry. That's them realizing their shadow side. That's them realizing their flaws, guys. They're realizing they didn't treat you the best. Okay. I've made my bed and now I have to lie in it until I can admit my mistakes to myself and to you. So that's why I feel like, guys, some of this person may be still in denial. They may still be going through that phase of realizing things, and day by day, just little bits of information come to them about what maybe should have done, what they may have should have done differently or something like that. But they're slowly realizing it's a process. It's a slow process. And it's funny as I'm saying that because the Knight of Pentacles is here at the reverse. Wow. And behind that, we have that damn King of Wands. Look at that in the reverse. And we have the Lovers in the reverse. Same cards here that we've seen other than the Knight of Pentacles. But this represents, like I said, that slow moving action to this person evolving the way they need to and coming out of that King of Wands reverse energy with the Lovers in the reverse here. This person maybe was like not loyal to anyone. The King of Wands in the reverse says impulsive, ruthless, high expectations, hates, unpredictable, unachievable expectations. Okay. And at the bottom, I want to show you who I really am. I am ready to bring down my walls and share my true feelings. All right. Let's get some island time messages, and that will be it for you guys. What other messages do we have here for Sagittarius? 2 cards for the Spirit. Love call. Okay, thank you for the 2 cards. Kisses, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love, and love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. I told you guys, they're going to be reaching out. They're going to be communicating with you about how they feel. They're ready to express, everything they realize, right? They want you to understand their view and how they see things at this point. They realize that they love you, what they didn't see as love before. Maybe they realize that you did love them. And that is another thing that makes this person feel guilty. They didn't love you. And what they showed you wasn't really love, but what you showed them was genuine love. With that Lovers and the Queen of Cups here. They took that for granted. And now they realize, hell, nobody else has ever loved me like Sagittarius. They miss that love. They yearn for that love. And that's what they're wanting to reach out and express to you. Okay, see what we have at the bottom. The Dragonfly, be lighthearted, finding out things coming to light, adapt, change, heal. See, this person's going to be bringing a lot of things to light about their healing, about their change. And they want to make you aware of what has been happening within them. Okay. All right, Sag, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know if it resonates for you guys, and make sure you have that notification bell on so you'll know when I'm back. I'll see you guys next time.